The power of the resurrection. Now, and Paul said this way, he said, to know him and the power. To know him and the power. See, you can't understand that type of love. Yeah, we want to leave at the first sign of trouble. But he stayed there. He endured the pain because he had you on his mind. And yet, how many times do you have him on your mind? Did you come today out of tradition? Or did you come today out of relationship? I came to question your heart today. I came to question the next 365 days of your life. How many sacrifices are you going to make for him? What you gonna do next Sunday? Well, I had a good sermon last Sunday, but I just don't feel like going this Sunday. How can we go to God and ask him for anything when we ain't doing what we need to do, and we don't keep on doing what we need to do? We shut down on him, and then we come back to him when we need a favor. Yeah. I want to make you think this morning. I want you to evaluate who you are and what you are doing to a God that sent his son that died for you. Yeah. We have trouble dealing with people who don't speak to us. Well, when was the last time you talked to him? What if he copped an attitude with you? But God, I need you. Well, you ain't talked to me last month. Talk to the hand. No, God, no. And see, you got to understand that God has feelings. He cries. He loves. He hates. He gets angry. They call him Jehovah Kanah, the jealous God. He's an emotional God. So don't think that he laughs. He's happy. But don't think he's sad when you don't have relationship with him. We zip by. And God said, when are you going to spend time with me? When are you going to stop and just sit down with me? Yeah, I'll make you think today. I just want to get your attention. It's going to get better. I just want to get your attention this morning. So neighbor, wake up. It's okay. Yeah, it's going to get better. The preacher just want to get your attention this morning. Yeah. The power of his resurrection. You can put my Bible. Yeah, you got up there. Knowing the power of the what? Now, let me take you here, and I might as well teach. You know I'm a teacher, so I might as well mess up some theology this morning because I'm out there anyway. I might as well mess some stuff up, but that's all right. It's all right. You're going to get better after a while. Let's go to Acts chapter 12, verse 4. To know him in the power of his resurrection. Acts chapter 12, verse 4. I'm going to get you out of here by 1:30, 1:15, 1:30, something like that. I don't know. Okay. All right. Now, look what it says. It says, no. Acts chapter 12, verse number 4. I want to start here so that you can see some things and you can understand some things. And I'm going to put some clarity to some things so that you can go back home knowing the truth. Somebody say, neighbor, we're going to find out the truth. Okay, Acts chapter 12, verse 4. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers and kept him intending after, what's that word? Easter, to bring him forth to the people. Now, hope you're going to like me after this. Yeah. That word Ishtar there, really is it's a marriage between Tammuz and Ishtar, and in Greek mythology, Ishtar and Tammuz were married. And Tammuz died. Okay? And Ishtar went around saying that we are going to cry and we are going to wail until Tammuz is resurrected. Yeah. So this Ishtar is really called the Queen of Heaven. Okay? All right, let's go here to Ezekiel. Go to my next screen, okay? Go to my next screen, okay? Now, Ezekiel 8:13 and Amplified. Look what it says. He said unto me, yet again ye shall see greater what? Abomination, which they are what? Committing. So they are committing what? Abomination. Then he brought me to the entrance of the north gate of the Lord's house. And behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz, a Babylonian god who was supposed to die annually and subsequently be what? Yeah. So what the world has done is they've taken our ability to give God glory and had diminished it down to a word called Easter, and had put eggs and a basket in its place. So on Easter, we don't talk about Jesus getting up. We talk about how pretty you look in your new suit. Come on, little Johnny, and say your Easter speech. Has nothing to do with you sitting them down and talking about the power of the resurrection. So here, little Johnny walks away with Easter, with a mouthful of candy, but has nothing in his heart about the power of the resurrection. And you wonder why little Johnny grew up not knowing Jesus, because we have diminished it down to a pagan festival. And here we are proclaiming Easter, not knowing that we're talking about Ishtar and Tammuz, which is a pagan festival that Ishtar wanted to bring Tammuz back to life. Can I go a little further? Yeah. See, what I want you to do is, I want you to be taught this word so much that I can't be fooled by the enemy's devices. We do the same thing with Christmas. A fat, bellied, red suit with white hair, taking the place of the King of Glory. Don't mess with me. Now, okay, so let's go a little bit further. Can we go a little bit further? Yeah. So I don't want to stay there too long, because if I do, I might make somebody mad. Yeah, I know y'all done bought the little Johnny the clothes and got the pigtails in the hair, the little what you call little thing, curls in the hair, got them all looking good. But when did you sit them down while they were at the table and said, "Let me tell you the real reason why you're going to church tomorrow"? There was a man named Jesus that came from heaven. And the reason that you are going to have a better life is because he died. All that candy gonna do is make little Johnny sick. But the Jesus that died is gonna make him well. You got the, oh, Lord have mercy. Lord, okay. Now, so what happens here in the month of Abib, and you find it in the book of Deuteronomy. And Abib, in the 14th day, that was the Passover. Right after that, they had what's called the days of unleavened bread. Now let's go back to Acts chapter 12, verse 4. Acts chapter 12, verse 4. I'm sorry, verse 3, I'm sorry. Verse 3. Okay? Are y'all following me? Okay, good. And because he saw it, it pleased the Jews to do what? Proceed, come on. Proceed further to take Peter also. Then were the days of the unleavened what? Unleavened bread. Now, let me put this together. When we see this, we understand that there is a celebration of the Passover, which the Jews celebrated because that was the day they were commanded to celebrate. And then after that, they went into what's called the 7 days of unleavened bread. Okay? And therefore, these were the days of unleavened bread. So after the Passover, you got me? That's when now, but the Passover had to do with the exodus out of Egypt. You got me? That's why we don't, the Christians or the Christian community have started to call it right. It's a resurrection day. So that's why we'll say resurrection day. Now, you ain't going to hell for saying Easter. I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to tell you the truth about Easter. So when you put it in the atmosphere, you are talking about a pagan festival. This woman, Astarte, is called the Queen of Heaven. You got me? Okay. I don't want to stay there too long. If you want some more scriptures, I give it to you. But I got to keep preaching now. Now, so that's the truth about Easter. Now, let's talk about the truth about this power. Let's find out here what's happening with the power. So Seth, I've learned about Easter. Now I want to know about the power. Okay. See, the day is good, but the name gives credence to something else. I ain't got time to teach it right now, but I just want to kind of introduce you to it. Go and do your own research. If you want some scriptures, I can give it to you. You can give it Gwen, give me your email, and I give you at least 8 or 9 scriptures to back up what I'm talking about. I just can't do it right now because I got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Now, okay, so now let's find out about this power. This power. Somebody says power. That's what I want to know about. Not about a bunny. Not about eggs, not about a basket, not about a new suit. But I want to know about the what? The power. The dunamis. The dunamis, the explosive power. Well, Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust out myself. There is a dunamis power that is associated with this Jesus. Don't think he was weak because he died.